I know I'm doing a lot of these vlog type videos on my phone, but really they're kind of the only way I'm able to do anything. So, or really get content out where I don't have to edit much of anything and I'm able to just get it out there. But I was watching some I Don't Work Here Lady videos recently, and here's the thing. I've actually encountered a few Karens in my life. At least one of them resulted in me almost telling her that, in the legal sense of the word here in Tennessee, I would have fucking shot her if she attacked me again. So let me set the scene for you. So I was working at my family store. This was pre-COVID, about a couple years ago, and technically speaking, open carry in Tennessee is legal, and we are legally able to open carry in stores without a permit. I don't have a permit. I actually, whenever I'm with my brother or anything, I usually open carry one of his guns because I don't personally own any pistols. I do own a couple shotguns and long arms, but I don't own a pistol. So here's the thing: I was open carrying his M9, and what had happened was that this lady came in. Apparently, had basically wanted to buy one of the bags from my mom's store, which I do help run. I don't work for her. I just help keep it. I just basically make sure everything's clean, that sort of thing. She wanted one of the bags. Now I told her, okay, I'll get one of the bags. Uh, Now, I can't remember exactly what the big issue was, but she was trying to start shit, basically saying, oh, this bag isn't a name brand bag, like, insert name brand here of whatever, and I'm like, no, it's not, it's just a bag. It may look like the name brand bag, but it's not that name brand bag. It's just a bag. Do you want it or not? And these are the words I told her. At which point in time, she basically tried saying, oh, I want to talk to your manager. It's like, ma'am, we're not a chain store, we're a family store, and my mother is not here. Now, I looked a little young. I really did. So I was like 25, 24 at the time. Um, like I said, pre-COVID by a few years. And she assumed I was actually young. Like I was 18, 17 years old. And I do kind of look that, don't I, folks? Um, so here's the thing. She basically tried, honest to God, lunging at me to try and get a hold of me. Now, here's the thing about autistic me. Autistic people don't like being grabbed. We don't like being roughhoused. We don't like anything. And in my mind, I'm assuming she's trying to hurt me. So my immediate reaction, because the way she moved, the way she acted, was threatening, and her stance was threatening. Um, and she even, I can't remember at the time what she yelled, but I do know that I basically felt scared. I was afraid. So, in a swift motion, I pulled out the M9, racked around the chamber, and immediately had it at the low ready position, invisible side of her, mind you, and told her that if she tried to attack me again, then by the laws in the state of Tennessee, with my rights granted to me by said laws in the state of Tennessee, and our stand our ground law, I will defend myself and I will drop you. Now, another thing to add is that the sheriff actually tells us, I'm not joking on this, with how our county is and how it's budgeted for our police, which our police aren't paid very well. They're not paid at all that great, and most, if not the majority of our sheriff's departments, volunteer only, are basically tell us that if someone tries to harm us in any way, just shoot them. Just drop them and save them the paperwork. So she gets scared and immediately understands that I have a loaded gun, and I felt threatened enough by her that I'm willing to shoot her. The husband, who has been outside in the car, saw me draw a gun on his wife, essentially, and came running in to try and de escalate the situation. And thankfully he did. He told the wife to go outside. I explained to him that I felt threatened by his wife enough that I wanted to defend myself. So he apologized, which, by the way, yes, I did put the gun back in the holster. He apologized for his wife's behavior, and basically said that he'll make sure that she doesn't do this shit again, and literally got back in the car and drove off. Um, that's kind of my Karen story, and how I I know I'm laughing. That's kind of how I cope with things. I laugh. That's my coping mechanism. When I remember high stress situations, is I laugh. I laugh to cope with that. And that's kind of what happened. I was put in a stressful situation. I was faced with something I had never dealt with before, and I handled it as best of my ability and how I was taught. So yeah, that's my Karen story, and how I almost shot someone. Am I proud of that? No. Could have handled the situation better? Maybe. Was I justified in what I would have done? I don't know. It was one of those situations where my brain was basically telling me I was in danger, and I felt I was in danger, and I basically need to make sure that I handled the situation as I was taught to handle it, and how the police informed me of how to handle a situation like that. So, yeah, that's kind of what happened. This happened years ago. I don't even know if the footage is still on the CCT at all. I know we had like an old one that got replaced, so I don't know what to tell you if I could ever find that footage from the old CCT cameras. So yeah, that happened. Tell me your Karen stories if you've ever almost shot someone. And yeah, um, that's been my Karen story, and I have a few more, but not as extreme as that. And I can show you the other ones are a little bit more lighthearted and a little bit more funny. So yeah, till next time.